Hi anyone and everyone, this is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Comes You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a tarot read today, Sunday, April 28th, 2024. I'm going to use the Intuitive City Oracle, as I always do, by Rob Barthelman. I literally am just sitting here thinking, wow, I need a third deck of this so I have a deck for my car. That's how sick I am. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Tube, the Talk, or not. Totally up to you. Doesn't bother me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, please do not make it fit. If this situation is not your situation, maybe the next situation will be your situation, because everybody gets in a situation. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I'm not going to lie. I went out to the store this morning because I wanted like a piece of cake. I ended up getting a piece of tiramisu and bought a few things and came home and was like, I'm going to take a gummy. I'm going to take a gummy. I haven't done this in so long. And then I proceeded to eat everything I could possibly find in my kitchen. And I was like, yeah, this is why I don't do this. This is why I just eat them before I go to bed. And then I decided, well, I'm going to lay down. Maybe listen to some reads from some of my peeps that I follow. Maybe read my book. I fell asleep, woke up at 1:10. I think I went to bed at like 9:30. Don't even, or 10 maybe, 10 a.m., maybe 10:30. I fell asleep for almost 3 hours. Like I didn't even, it was like a blink. Like I fell asleep and I woke up. I was like, what time is it? And I was thinking like, like 11:30 noon. Yeah, no. This is why I don't do that. This is why I don't drink anymore unless I'm social. That I don't not condone. Like everybody, you do what you want. If you like to drink, drink. If you like to eat the gummies all you want. I'll never promote addiction, but if you want to imbibe, if you want to indulge, then go for it. Totally up to you. Now, if you want that card to come out, you're going to have it fly out. Because I ain't just taking any old card. And yeah, I'm feisty. Why'd you let me sleep for 3 hours? He just said you needed it. I actually have been sleeping really well lately, though. I really have. Like 2-3 weeks, I've been sleeping really good. Maybe I'm in my mind. I don't know. It feels like I've been sleeping good. I think on an average night, I get about 4 hours of sleep. But like the last couple weeks, I've been getting like 6 hours sleep, if not more. So I mean, I think I'm sleeping pretty well. There's some major arcana out here. 4 cards on the table. Okay. I don't know what that was. That was like somebody going like this and pulling cards like right out of the stack. Some of the same cards from yesterday. Ooh. Oh, shoot. I think this is only the second time I pulled this card. Okay, we're just going to do one more shuffle through because we've got 9, 10, 13 cards on the table, okay? Okay. No, don't just fall out to fall out. That one I'm taking. Okay. And that one. I don't think I've ever seen that card and I paid attention to it before. Okay. Holy 17 cards on the table, y'all. That's a spread in and of itself. 5 of Cups. The Hermit. Number 9. Number 9. 5 of Wands. Strength. Number 8. Queen of Cups. I don't think we ever had this card before. Maybe once. 8 of Cups. 9 of Wands. Knight of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. The Moon. I love this card. Number 18 might be significant. I really do love that card. It just, it looks like justice to me. If y'all know my story, y'all know I like a little justice. But it's for him to give the justice, not me. King of Cups. The Magician, number 1. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Okay. Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. I told you all 17 cards. 6 Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Why you gotta drop it? Like, you don't need to drop it, man. Okay. You might be very much in hermit mode right now, or you might be coming out of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going back and forth. Again, like, everybody heals in their lifetime, you know, like, you're never not healing. So if you need to go into hermit mode to self-reflect, boost yourself up, you know, meditate, get one with God, get right with God, reaffirm, reevaluate, I mean, maybe reevaluate, but reaffirm your attentions, your commitments to yourself, to God, to your mission, whatever your mission is, okay? With this Five of Cups and this Five of Wands and the Hermit card, you could have some with the Five of Wands, it says clashed interests. So this could be you clashing within yourself, like opposing parts of you, trying to merge as one, trying to get your inner alignment, your inner peace together. It could be something outside of yourself. It could be work. It could be relationships. As humans, we continue to have disappointment in this area in our lives, within ourselves, with other humans, work, whatever the case may be. I mean, that's how it's going to be for your whole lifetime, your whole journey. Like, you're always going to reflect, go inward. If it's with another person, if there's something wrong between you and another person, you're gonna say to yourself, like, what did I do wrong? How can I fix it? And then what did they do wrong? And is it worth it for me to continue this friendship, this relationship? Can I overlook certain things? Can I let certain things slide for the good of the union? Whatever it is. Again, whatever it is, relationship, work, something within yourself, whatever it is. I also think with this generosity and this confrontation, okay, in the reverse is reconciliation. I definitely think Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords. I definitely feel like it could be one of two things. Either you're a not so generous person and you're going to soon be, or you are a very generous person and maybe God, Spirit, your ancestors, your angels are telling you, like, you're too giving, like, you need to pull back a little bit, okay? This is something you need to confront head on within yourself. Either way, whichever way it is. And you need to reconcile the fact, like, how much you're willing to give of yourself, of your time, of your money. Especially if it's to other people. Organizations, like giving your time, your money to organizations, good causes, things like that. It shouldn't be such a big deal. Let me just say that. That's not really something you need to fight within yourself about, right? Because we should all be giving of our time and our money in some certain way, as long as we can. As long as we can. I know it's hard out there. I know people are not making enough money. People are making enough money, but it doesn't matter. It's not going as far. I get it. I work a 9 to 5, actually a 6 to 4:30. I understand. And I think I've said on here before, maybe I haven't. I've talked about it on the talk. I've talked about it on my Facebook page. When I still had my personal page as my Facebook page, now I have my business page. And it's just all tarot and oracle. But I have said before, I find that, and this, you can take this selfishly all you want, but I find that my time is precious. Like, I devote my time to my job so I can pay my bills. I devote my time to this because I absolutely love it. Like, right now, this is my life. This is what I'm revolving my life around. If a friend calls me up and says, hey, you want to do dinner? And I'm like, well, it's kind of late. Like, I'm already in the middle of a read, dude, and I'm gonna go to bed after. You know what I mean? Like this is a focus for me. Even though I'm not getting paid for this, like this is my job. But personally, even though I feel like my time is precious and I want to use my time for me in whatever manner I see fit, I give money. I'm just going to be honest. I donate to 4 charities every month, $20 a piece. Okay, that's $80 out of my paycheck every month that I donate. Next year, I will add on a 5th, and I will donate $100 a month to my favorite charities. Right now, 3 of them are animal organizations for animals. And I also donate to RAINN, the Rape and Incest Network, okay? I do that because that's what I choose to do. That's how I choose to donate. That's how I choose to improve upon society, okay? That $80 a month, I I don't usually, like, I don't work overtime to give the $80 a month. Like, that just comes out of, like, it's part of my budget every month, but that's part of my budget every month. Like, I budget that in. And it's funny because, like, at the beginning of the year, in January, like New Year's ish, every year I know that I want to add on a new charity, someone to donate to. Like I said, I'll do another one next year. The thing is I didn't start donating until March because I kind of procrastinated and I, didn't. So I had 2 months where I was only donating to 3 charities, okay? And then I finally added on the 4th. I mean, it is what it is, but this is what I choose to do. This is how I choose to spend my money, and I budget that every month. So if I can't go out to a dinner with a friend, if I can't buy a tarot deck, if I can't buy a new tank top, if I can't buy, a new pair of shoes, then I can't, because I budgeted to do that every month. That's what it is. So either way, I think Spirit is just saying either you're going to become more generous because maybe you're not enough generous, maybe, but maybe you haven't had the ability to be, or again, maybe you need to look at the fact that maybe you're too generous with your time and your money and you need to pull back. He tells me all the time, like, I'm too generous. Last week I bought like $50 worth of chocolates and I gave them out to my team, and I didn't bring any home. I was like, take the boxes home. I don't want them. Otherwise, I'm just going to eat it. And I know sometimes he thinks I'm too generous. He tells me. My ancestors tell me. My spirit guides tell me, like, you're too generous. What is too generous? And I can't stop who I am. I'm a nice person. I'm a giving person. I'm a caring person. It's just in my nature. It just is. I even sadly give to people that have hurt me in the past. I mean, I've tried to cut back on that, but I mean, I still do. It's how I'm always going to be. He's not going to stop me. He can slap me on the wrist, but I am what I am. The rest of the read is just all positivity, honestly. About your healing journey, your inner strength, your spiritual growth. Look at that. You need to have patience with yourself. Whether you're working within and uncovering truths about yourself, your past, your present, your future, or if you're finding out truths about someone else or another situation, have patience with yourself. Whatever it is, it's going to balance you out in the end. You're a truth seeker, right? It's kind of funny because the reverse on this card is better judgment, but it's almost like I'm the same way. Like, I stand for the truth. Like, I will speak on the truth even if it's to my own detriment, because I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm just not. But I think being this way leads you to have better judgment about others and situations and life in general, honestly. The problem is when you give in to lies, when you can't recognize like the need for growth and change, and you give in to unpure thoughts, unpure thoughts, temptations, things like that, like when you become stagnant and you let yourself become stagnant and you can't recognize that you need help, that you need to get out of that, you're really just doing yourself a disservice. And I feel like when you start doing that, when you start overlooking your own mistakes and your own bad behavior, and just when you ignore your own negativity that you're putting out there into the world, it's gonna snowball, and it's gonna just create a growth blockage, and then you're gonna really have a problem. And I think some people let that happen on purpose because they don't care, because they don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't want to be enlightened. They want to live where they're living. They want to low vibe it. It's not even that it's not, at first it's almost like they just feel like it's inevitable, so they let it happen. And then when it happens, they're like, well, I don't know how to get out of this, so I'm just going to stay here because this is what I know. Like, this is what I created for myself, so I'm just going to stay here. And it's the people with the wisdom and the strength to know that you can pull yourself out of anything. You don't have to stay in situations. You don't have to stay in cycle after cycle after cycle of negativity. You can pull yourself out of that. Anybody can. You're manifesting for new beginnings. But I mean, new beginnings are coming in anyway. Every time you reach a new level of growth, you're internally manifesting for a new beginning. You're just constantly new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. You're cranking it out. Every time you overcome another level of healing, you're going to get a new beginning. Life is all new beginnings. It's constant new beginnings. Unless, again, you decide to stay in a low vibrational state because you're afraid. I mean, let's just be honest, you're afraid. But if you're constantly doing the work, if you're constantly going within and you're looking through your past and you're looking through your present and you're looking to your future to see what you could heal, see what you can bring full circle, you're always going to have new beginnings. That's how life is supposed to be. And it's just supposed to get better and better and better. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, cars break down, roofs leak. Things are going to happen in life. It's part of the human experience. It doesn't necessarily mean you're getting bad karma or whatever the fact. I mean, if you have 7 years of what I would say like bad luck, where you just constantly have horrible things happening to you, then yes, it's probably bad karma. But to have something happen like an offshoot, like 2, 3 times a year, I don't really look at that as bad karma. I just look at that as life. Law of averages, okay? So I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking about if you're constantly experiencing bad karma, like you need to start healing, because who wants to deal with that constantly? You know, I was watching a tarot read by Empress Ava on the tube, and she deals her a lot of her reads deal with like dark magic, dark witches, black magic, and I don't necessarily feel like every situation is every negative situation that you have in your life is because of black magic. I don't really feel like that. I like to watch her because I like her reads. I like the way she talks. I like the way she reads the cards. She has such a positive mindset when you get past all the black magic BS. She has such a positive mindset, and like I feel like she really truly wants good things and positivity for everyone and for the world. So I love to watch her. I just like to watch her speak. You know, I like to watch her facial expressions. It's priceless. Um, but like I don't buy into like everything has to do with black magic. Oh my god. I have a rip in my pants. Somebody must have wished that I got a rip in my pants. No, I don't think like that. Um, but she was on there talking about um, like new beginnings and just becoming like stagnant, and how your life is constantly evolving, and if you're putting out the work, then you know you're going to get it back tenfold. And like I believe that. I got distracted. I got distracted by this card. I got distracted by this card. I think I said before that it looked like something else because I got this card in a read a couple weeks ago, and I said something about this, but it looks like stairs to me, like really big, like look like really big steps. But you're every time you move up a level, you're getting closer and closer to the light. You're getting closer and closer to a one on one relationship with God, not that with a God. To the divine. Like you're closer and closer and closer. I got distracted by that. I lost my other train of thought. I got distracted by that. Watch Empress Ava. That's just watch her because she's on the tube. I don't know if she's on the talk. I kept meaning to go to look and see if she's on the talk, but I watch her on the tube. I watched her this morning actually. She did a read for Gemini, and I'm technically a Gemini, so I watched it. With this Knight of Wands and Six of Wands, don't be afraid to take on new projects, start new things. I mean, you always want to complete things or have things that are, you know, if they're ongoing, but you always want to complete things. But don't be afraid to start something new either. Because whatever you start, whatever you work on, it's going to work out for you. This with the Victorious on the Six of Wands. And even if for some reason, like, you start a new project and it seems like it's lagging, like it's taking time, first of all, give it time. And second of all, if it's still not like working, if you just know, if you just feel it in your bones, like, okay, maybe this wasn't the idea, maybe you just need to change it. Maybe you just need to rework it. Go within. But I'm getting like anything you touch could turn to gold, because you can manifest it for sure. Whatever you want. I've said before, like, everybody has different ideas on manifesting. I have my own secrets to manifesting, which maybe I'll share at some point. Maybe I won't. Just because the way I manifest, it doesn't necessarily mean it would work for you, but let me just say this. I do verbal manifestations, and I write them down. And again, everybody has their own thought process on manifesting. I do not burn things. The only thing I ever burn, like literally burn, is objects that I no longer want, that I think are bringing in bad energy, and I don't want anybody else to have them, because I don't want anybody else to get any negative energy from it. I will literally burn objects if I think that there's something in there that's not. The only other thing I burn is when I do cut the cords. I write down, I'm cutting the cord, just so and so, and I set it on fire. Those are the only things that I burn in quote unquote manifesting rituals, okay? When I manifest, I think it, I say it, I put it out into the universe, and I write it down in a journal that I keep. I do not throw it away. I do not crumple it into a ball and put it in the garbage. I do not burn it. I have like 4 or 5 journals. And when I started manifesting last year in 2023, I would write on the one side of the page. So now I have all these journals with the other side of the page. And I'm now on my second journal where I wrote on the other side of the page. So they're going to be full. And I rotate them. So I have 3 more, I think I have 2 or 3 more journals to write on the other side of the page. And they'll all be complete. Like, I'll need to go out and buy more journals. And I think I'm going to bury them. Like, I'm going to dig a hole into the earth, and I'm going to bury them. I'm going to give my manifestations back to the universe, whether they came true or not. Now, most of my manifestations come true, but that's because most of my manifestations are not for objects. People get out there and they're like, oh, I manifested for a new car. Oh, I manifested for an airplane. No. If anything, you should be manifesting to do the work, to make the money, to get that airplane yourself. God just doesn't hand you an airplane. He just said God doesn't just hand you money either. Yeah, I know. But I manifest for things for me. I manifest for like self-interest, like I want to be more caring. I want to be more giving. I want to have more inner strength. I want to have more inner beauty. I want to have more growth. I want to have more intuitiveness. Like, that's what I manifest for. I was telling my friend last week, she was bending over and I was looking at the top of her head and I said, that hair dye you put in your hair almost makes your hair look purple. And she's like, better purple than gray. And I looked at her and I said, hell no. I said, I manifested for white hair. And I did for weeks. I was manifesting for white hair. I was telling God, I want white hair, and I was writing it down. And every day I get more and more white hair. I couldn't be more happier. I love white hair. I want white hair. Gray, silver, bring it on. I don't give a shit. I've been on this planet 43 years. I deserve all the gray hair I can get. But that's what I manifest for. I don't manifest to go on vacation. I don't manifest for a new house. I don't. I manifest for abilities that will able me to do what I need to do to bring in the new car, the new home, the airplane. You manifest for whatever you want. You do you, boo. You do you. I think that's it. 17 card spread. All pretty much all positivity, other than going within and confronting this Five of Wands, the Six of Pentacles with the generosity and the clash interests. I didn't really go over like the Five of Cups, like disappointment. I mean, we're always gonna have disappointment in life, you know. You can't really. I guess you could manifest to have no disappointment. I don't know that God can help you with that one. I feel like when you deal with other people as well, like that's something that's out of your hands, you know. So even if you manifest for no disappointment within, somebody else can always disappoint you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like this is all just positive. I love it. I think it's great. This is what life should be. This is what every human should be working towards. The world would be a lot better off. Just saying. That's your tarot read for today. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fabulous Sunday. Go watch Empress Ava. If anything, she'll give you a laugh because she's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And a beautiful soul. Bye!